What's up guys, Matt Knight from the Guy Wire Podcast, back at you with another video. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about my basement, which is where I'm standing. Moved into this house over the summer, and I have a bathroom directly pointing as well as a shower down here. This is the chimney that goes from my basement all the way up to the second level, which is the living level. I've been seeing this plate here since I moved in, didn't think much about it, thought it was maybe some type of either electrical access, fuse panel, whatever. Couldn't figure out what it was, didn't really care, to be honest. About a week ago I lit my first fire of the year in the fireplace upstairs, and after cleaning the ashes out I noticed that there's a vent in the bottom of the fireplace, or so I thought. Open this vent up and it's full of ashes. So I take my cell phone and shine my camera light down in there, and it has ashes and it goes pretty deep. So what this plate is actually an access to clean out your ashes from the upstairs fireplace, which is pretty cool because you don't have to carry an ash bucket up there and a shovel each time. Once you're finished with the fire and the fire is out, you sweep it into that little vent and all of it falls and accumulates right here. Unfortunately, it's been painted over, and painted over, and painted over.
Another one.
And painted over. So this is pretty solid on here as far as the latch that goes with it. I don't think the door is going to be open, so I have a wire brush and we have some other tools. What we're going to do today is get this bad boy open and empty all the ash that has collected over I don't know how many years, because like I say, I've only lived in the house for about 4 months now. So we're going to get all the ash that's collected in here out. And Chris, if you can rotate the camera and show this piece, this pipe here. This is a vent that goes from my furnace into the chimney itself. And as you can see, I think this was a bit of an afterthought after the chimney. So I don't know if any of the ash from the vent is actually blocking this. So we're going to figure that out as well to see if all of this is correctly set up and that this has a separate chamber to vent the gases out of the oil furnace. So when you're doing any type of sanding or grinding, I do recommend wearing eye protection as well as a mask. However, I'm not going to do that. I can squint, but I'm going to try to stay far enough away from this where paint chips won't be flying in my face. We're going to try first with our wire brush on the drill, see if we can knock all this paint down and then see if we can get this guy open. If not, then we'll resort to the heavier tools like a screwdriver and a hammer as need be. So also, this will probably be in time lapse with some music as well. So here we go. As the dust settles, you can sort of see that there is a fair amount of material left. We'll grab a screwdriver and a hammer. We're going to see if we can chisel the rest of that away. So we've got what seems to be a good amount of the paint chiseled and sanded away off of this thing. The pull tab for the door is open, or at least off the latch. So now we're going to try to pry this bad boy open and see what falls out. I do have a bucket here as well as a trash can underneath the bucket to hopefully catch anything that falls out without making too much of a mess. But this is guy wire, so we'll probably end up making a mess. right, well, that didn't give too much of a fight. You guys ready? Well, that was more of a whimper than the big reaction and fall down that I had kind of thought, but I don't know if Chris, if you can get in here, and I'm going to try to provide you with some light from my phone here, and you can kind of see what it looks like in here. Definitely less full than I had imagined, but still there is quite a lot of ash and different things in there that I'll be pulling out. And as you can see, there is basically kind of a ceiling here where everything falls through the other side, and it does not correlate with the pipe that comes out of the vent for the furnace. So that settles my mind a bit at ease for that. So maybe a glove and pull some of this crap out of there. So another one of our guy essential items that we didn't talk about in our junk drawer segment was a headlamp. I do recommend anybody, man, woman, guy, girl, whatever, get one of these hands-free. It allows you to see what you're doing in the dark, which is really handy from anything from taking out the trash to trying to work under a car or clean out an ash bin that you didn't know was there in a house that you're renting. So this one has a few settings on it. I usually just leave it on the brightest one. That way I can see exactly what I'm doing. Good times. Stuff reminds me of the sand in Iraq. You disturb it ever so slightly and it turns into nothing but dust. So I'm going to let this dust settle for a moment and see if anything fell on the inside here. Not a lot. So the next step that probably won't be on camera is, quit blinding you guys here, grabbing my shop vac and getting back in there and getting all that ash out. But thanks for coming with me on this journey of figuring out just what the fuck was this.